Hey, what's up? This is LZ Granderson, and welcome to the LZ Granderson Show. It's kind of crazy. Like everyone and their mama has a podcast, and so the idea of even doing an introduction almost sounds silly. It's like, of course you have a podcast. Why wouldn't you have a podcast? Everyone has a podcast. But I wanted to tell you about the intentions behind this podcast because I think it's important that you know why I've decided to spend my time in this capacity with you. And it's really because, I won't, bullshit you. It's about what's happening right now in the world around us. It's about not just the results of the 2024 election, but about how we got there in terms of a lot of the ugliness that we saw on social media, on the campaign trail. It's about how we're treating each other now. It's about the raids that we're seeing and the families being torn apart. And so when I started thinking about all of the different things that I wanted to sort of touch upon in this podcast, it really wasn't just one particular thing or even one particular sort of direction. And when I think about my career, that's really sort of a perfect sort of summation of how I've sort of gone about journalism over the last 3 decades. There has been no clear pattern, no clear direction. I've just sort of followed my bliss. And so the LZ Granderson show, if you will, is a continuation of that. It's me following my bliss, following my curiosity, following my passions. I've built a career looking at the intersection of sports, culture, and politics, and this will continue to be an extension of that. There will be episodes in which the work that I do at the LA Times will be talked about at some point. There will be times in which some of the previous stories that I've covered will be talked about. But at the end of the day, what will be the root of every single conversation we have on this show will be reporting and will be facts and will be compassion. If you've read me, if you follow me all these years, I'm not a dick. I'm not trying to, do gotcha journalism, but I am trying to press forward for a better America, for a more perfect union. And I am trying to push forward for a better world for people like me, queer, black, fathers, men who, don't believe that you have to be, an asshole to those who aren't as strong as you in order to be masculine. I think there's still space for more conversations like that. And so the LZ Granderson show is really just a venue for those conversations to happen.